Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Namrata Agrawal. I am an ICU specialist at Borivali Healthcare here in Borivali. Today we will be discussing about a very important but very neglected topic, post-ICU syndrome. We will be discussing more about it, what are the symptoms of it and how to get better, how to cope and recover from that. So many patients comes out of the ICU physically or mentally, but they come with some bad experience or some emotional trauma that they may have experienced inside the ICU, which lives with them for a long period of time. So how to recover from it and how to diagnose that the patient have post-ICU syndrome. Not only patients, some relatives might also have post-ICU syndrome because they also undergo some emotional distress when their loved ones are recovering in an ICU. So we will be discussing more about it. Stay tuned for it. Post-ICU syndrome is a collection of physical, mental, and cognitive problems that live with the patient even when the patient is out of the intensive care unit. As I mentioned, it is not only about patient, it is about their loved ones, their family members also who experience some emotional trauma because of the loved one being undergoing intensive treatment in an ICU. Post-ICU syndrome happens because of the imbalance of hormones inside the patient's brain. Whenever the patient is in ICU for a prolonged period of time, patient is sedated, patient is on mechanical ventilator or undergoing some other procedures, there is generally a disturbance in the circadian rhythm. That is the day-night differences are gone because patient is enclosed in an ICU and they don't know where the day is night. So some hormones like dopamine and serotonin inside our brain, there is an imbalance in them which causes the patient to be confused and have post-ICU syndrome. So according to research, more than 50% of patients suffer from post-ICU syndrome. We should not take post-ICU syndrome lightly and it needs to be addressed. Physically, patient may have muscle fatigue, patient may not be able to walk, get out of the bed, may not be able to sit, sleep. Emotionally, patient may have forgetfulness, there may be some memory losses, and cognitive, they might have anxiety, they might have post-traumatic stress disorder, they may have some delirium, some confusion about the time and the day and the related family members and all. Recovery process is not only for patient, it is for family members as well. So for physical part, patient needs to undergo physical rehabilitation and physiotherapy along with the physiotherapist and along with their loved ones. For emotional part and for the cognitive part, they may have to undergo behavioral therapy, some support group, some counseling, some therapy, some psychological therapy and some medications as well. So not only patient, the family members might also have to undergo therapy because they have also dealt with the same trauma. So the main tip I would like to give is patient or the family members need to be aware of what post-ICU syndrome is. If they know that this happens, then they would be able to overcome it. Also, don't hesitate to seek for counseling or take support of someone in your family or of the doctors or the counselor to help recover from this post-ICU syndrome. Post-ICU syndrome can be overwhelming, but it can be addressed and it can be managed with the right support of the caregiver and the loved ones, along with some of the attention from the counselor and the therapy. If you find this video informative, please don't forget to like the video. Also, if you find that this video can help somebody recover from their post-ICU syndrome, then please share this video with them. Also, please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more upcoming videos.